You've written 17 books. For our viewers who may not have read your books yet, you've written books about hiking, mountain bike trails, fly fishing, the history of Los Alamos, the changing place names in Los Alamos, and the history of the Valles Caldera. What first drew you to writing?
Well, it was back when I was the stay-at-home parent. Jessica was, maybe 3 years old at the time, and she started taking naps in the afternoon, which she never had done before. And I said, I got 2 hours. What can I do with myself? So I said, I always wanted to be a writer. Maybe I could be a writer. So I kind of reinvented myself as a writer instead of a teacher. That's what I had been doing in Tucson when we left there. And my main interest at that point was fly fishing, and there was no one who had put together a fly fishing book for New Mexico. So I said, perfect. So dove right into it.
And are you working on any new books?
I'm hoping to have a book out here in the next 3 months. It's called Of Logs and Stone. It's a history of the Bathtub Row houses and Fuller Lodge and the big house, which is no longer there, and Ashley Pond, because that's an important part of the historic district in town. And I've been working on it with Heather McClanahan, who works for the Historical Society, has been president of or chair of the Fuller Lodge Historic District Advisory Board. And it's been 10 years in the making, unfortunately. Got sidetracked by Sarah Grande in the middle of all that. And finally getting things back together where I have a little bit of free time to put this book to bed, as they say, because it's about time after 10 years.
Wonderful. And when will it be available?
Well, I'm kind of shooting for a June 1st release right now, and I think we can make that one. Of course, I've said that for the last 10 years.
I understand. Where are some of your favorite places to fly fish?
Well, to be honest, I haven't fly fished in New Mexico for a really long time. I discovered southern Colorado, and we started making trips up there. Probably in the mid-'90s, so the Piedra River is a favorite up there. The Animas River, right in the middle of Durango, is a good choice. But my real favorite places are lakes in Wyoming, and I won't tell you where those are.
And secret lakes, okay? What about your favorite hike in New Mexico?
Oh, that's always a hard one, because there's so many really nice places in the state to go for a walk. Let's pick a local one first. The hike to the top of Cerro Grande is recently a favorite, because we haven't had that opportunity until Bandelier opened up that section a couple of years ago. So that's certainly a highlight right now. And in the state as a whole, the catwalk outside of Glenwood is a really interesting hike, because it's an old pipeline that's blasted and nailed and bored into the cliffs of a narrow canyon. And they put a plank platform on top of the old pipeline, and you can walk straight up the middle of the gorge right now. And that's a favorite.
How about in Colorado?
Oh, I don't talk about those.
You don't talk about those. Those are all private, okay?
Yeah.
All right. You play tenor saxophone with the Los Alamos Winds.
That's right. And
are you involved in any other musical groups in town?
That's the only one that does public performances. That is a favorite, because, my son dragged me into that about 4 years ago, and I hadn't played the tenor sax in 30 years, I don't think. And suddenly I found myself with my son as my stand partner, and that was an inspiration, because it's really fun to make music with your kids. So we did that. Now he's moved up to alto sax. I'm still playing the tenor back there. But what I always wanted to do since I was in high school was playing a jazz combo. But I wasn't good enough to play with anybody else. So what I did is I invented my own jazz combo, thanks to digital recording.
Oh,
got
wonderful.
a nice
so
little thing.
Play all the parts.
Well, I have computerized drums, and then I picked up bass guitar, which I'm not really good at, but I can get by. And then my two main instruments, especially for jazz, are the tenor, which I'm fair at, but I'm much better at the guitar as far as jazz playing goes.
How fun. Now, your next concert for the Winds is February 22nd at the White Rock Baptist Church. What will the theme be?
It's a movie and TV night, and it's just an accumulation of songs from, well, let's see, there's The Empire Strikes Back is one of them, the finale scene from that.
Oh, great.
But the things that I'm really intrigued by right now is I haven't played jazz in an ensemble since I was in high school, and there's a lot of jazzy TV show things. The theme from Perry Mason, which is kind of an R&B
nice.
flavored kind of thing, which is fun to play as a saxophone. And then there's, I can't even remember the names of these things. There's a street scene from some obscure 1933 movie that's just, wonderfully jazzy and bluesy. And
Great. So February 22nd, and people can get tickets at the door?
that's probably the best place.
Best place.
Yeah.
All right.